How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Diamond Map channel. If you're new to me, thank you very much for clicking on this video. I'm Chris Bilton. I was a professional jeweler in the UK for over 20 years, but now I'm living in Japan, so I'm not an employed jeweler anymore, but I am making jewelry making instructional videos and putting them on YouTube, so welcome. If you're looking to learn to make stuff, have a look at my other videos on the channel. There might be something useful for you. Okay, today I just want to talk about this tool. It's come in really useful and I really enjoy using it. So I just want to make a video on it because if you're learning to make jewellery, then there might be things you don't know about, like you never heard of, never seen. If you're not around other jewellers making jewellery, like you're not getting the shared knowledge that we all kind of, you know, people, you just sit next to someone, they're doing something you've never seen before, you can ask them. But if you're just teaching yourself at home, you don't have that kind of, that privilege. So this channel, I'll help you out as much as I can. So I want to highlight this tool as a useful little thing. You may not have seen one before. But they're useful and worth having, I think, because they've helped me out a few times get jobs done really accurately. Now, as usual with a lot of my tools, I don't actually really know the proper name for them. So if you want to search online for this, I reckon if you googled like mitre, jig, vice, saw, cutter, filing block for jewelers tool thingy, if you Google that, I'm sure you'll get pictures of them. Loads of people make them. You can get them in any jewelry, like tool trade supply shop. You get them on eBay and stuff. But I will recommend, this is a nice quality one. This one was, I did find it online a long time ago. It was like £180 or something. This is a proper one. But you can get them as cheap as £30. But I have seen on the Facebook jewelers groups, people saying the cheap ones wear out. Like, that would be terrible. Like if you actually filing, your file touches that. If you don't want that wearing out, you need that to stay perfectly flat. So you need a nice quality steel one that's going to be one that's made accurately and is going to stay accurate the whole time you use it. So it's worth spending a bit. Okay, so I was just looking at it closely because obviously I'm about to talk about it. I've never used that. 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 Never used that. And I was just looking at that. I was like, why is there two holes there? I don't think I've even ever looked at those holes and realised they're there. And I'm like, what the hell is that? That is actually an Allen key little socket. So I'm imagining that screws down and then you can screw something tight into there. I don't know why you'd want to do that. There's a slightly smaller hole there. It seems a bit strange. There's only just two holes. I don't really know the exact purpose for that. I can't think why you wouldn't, even round wire would fit in there. I don't know why you need to hold a bit of wire in that. Anyway, then there's a step there. Maybe that's for holding in a vise. Again, I don't know why you would bother. Little nail sections there, so you can pull it up. I give mine a squirt of oil sometimes, keep it going well. There's like threads here, so it just screws down tight. So let me put something in there and show you. Now you don't need this tool, but it does help you out do things accurately really quickly. So say you've got a bit of Chenier, a bit of tube, you want to cut off some sections, like they're going to be little rub over settings or whatever. You can. I mean, you can do it quite well by rotating that bit of tube and just carefully looking at it as you file it. You can get it like a real nice flat end on there. But say you've got to cut sections off, it's more difficult to saw through it and get a nice flat edge. So let me just cut a section off and then we'll neaten it up in this tool. Because you might only have like, you just bought some like platinum tube or something, you're going to use it as little rub over collets. You've only got a certain length. You can't muck about too much with cutting it off and then filing it loads back to get it straight. You just want to do it with a minimum. So let me cut this off. Just pretend this is like a little collet going in a fine chain or something. Without marking it out. I'm sort of rotate it so I can see how I'm cutting, making sure I'm not going up or down. So I'm going to try and cut it accurately. So to give you a close up, without trying too hard, that's how neatly I cut it. It's a bit of a mess. Nowhere near good enough for a finished piece of jewellery. So this will be my little collet. So that's difficult to hold on to if I want to file it flat. Gripping it in tools, you might put a dent in it and stuff. So you can do it, I know you can, but this thing makes it so much easier to do a good job. I use this one quite commonly. Just clamp that in there. I give it a bit of tension so it's not going to fall through. I just squash it down so the surface, the lowest point of your surface is right on it. You know, there's a bit wobbly edge, just get the lowest point, kind of level with that. Don't have to really crush things in there, but just tighten those up, just finger tight. And then with this file is a bit worn out, but I use it quite a lot when I want to file, but not really file. You can see the marks on this where I've gone over it. It's not very good for my tool, but as long as you're not catching the edge, it's not too bad. This is why you need a nice quality steel one, so you're not really putting any dips in the metal or anything. So that is that's filed flat now, and then I would try and paper it as well while it's in there. I hold it in position as I open it. Pull out tweezers. So just hold this in tweezers so I can show you clearly. That top edge is what we just worked on. So literally seconds, and we got it. Really perfect. Papered and everything, look, ready to go. So you imagine if you've got to make like a whole load of these, if you're doing like a diamonds by the yard kind of style necklace, you've got to make like sort of, I don't know, 20 of them or something, sort of between 15, 20. Yeah, speeds you up a lot when you can finish them off that quickly. Okay, so let's use a little bit that I've literally never even touched. No metal has ever been put in here before. Okay, so you can see I've just sawn through that. Get rid of that. Looks pretty good. Oh, that's nice, look at that. Look how sharp that is. So it's nice because you can get like an exact measurement and cut it off perfectly. Like no mucking about, or not taking any risks of doing a bit wrong accidentally and having to correct it and then being too short. Something else I've never used before. That. I've always just assumed it's just you get the option of putting metal in up to that thick. You just clamp it down, push your nice straight bit of metal against it. Tighten it up. A file over it. There we go. Perfectly straight across. Okay, so no one sponsors this channel. I'm not sponsored by any tool suppliers, so I'm not biased at all. Like if something's not working, I'll tell you it doesn't work, or if something's really good, I'll tell you it's really good. I'm not getting, there's no benefit for me either way. So if you're interested in this exact tool, it's ASIC France. So there's a clue to where you might be able to get one. But I think this one was like a top quality one. You don't have to spend that much. Last time I looked at them online ages ago, there were some really cheap ones which I'd heard were no good, and then the ones I saw online, I think starting from about £60, so call it like $70, $75 or whatever, US dollars, they started to look like nice quality again. But this one was like one of the most expensive I saw. Anyway, so yeah, just make sure you get a nice steel, nice strongly made one, good thread, and a nice quality steel if possible. But worth having, like helped me out countless times making jewellery. So before we go, I've got to say thank you to some patrons. We've got 2 new patrons the last few days. We've got Suzanne Carter and Gordon McBride. Thank you very much, guys, for encouraging me and helping the channel grow into something bigger and better. All this year I'm dedicating to growing the channel, so as soon as I finish a video I'm on to the next one. I'm doing that all year. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, so I really appreciate what the patrons are contributing and helping me do more. So that's great. And if you want to become a patron yourself, there's links in the description. You can read about all the benefits of becoming a patron. Yeah, why not join? And also you can become a Diamond Mountain member as well, so look for a join button on the Diamond Mountain page. Okay, cool, so love you and leave you and all that, and then see you next video. Hopefully you come back. If you're new to the channel, why not click like and subscribe, and yeah, come back for more Diamond Mountain. See ya.